What's up, goblins? I'm Scully the Goblin, and know what I'm going to be talking about. I made a video back in the past saying like what I want to see in Cyberpunk 2077 online. And back when I made it, I was just stuttering, mixing up my words, that sort of shit. But today I have thought out everything that I wish to see in Cyberpunk Online. Features I wish to see, abilities that other players should have, and that sort of thing. So, without further ado, I'm going to be getting into it. This video is the top 5 features I wish to see in Cyberpunk Online. And luckily for us, there's a car here that helps us with number 1. And this is something I wish to see. Number 1 is basically kidnapping, or holding people for ransom. Now you might be wondering, what would the point of holding people for ransom be? Well, holding people for ransom, let's say you kidnap somebody who's part of a gang, or because this one is... I probably should say a lot of stuff. Basically, if you kidnap somebody from a corporation and that, you call the persons, like, the people they work for, or the people they're associated with. If once then, and free situations, or tree situations, would happen. In those 3 situations is 1, you get a ransom. 2, they'll send a rescue party, or even a mercenary to your location to try to kill you and rescue their person. Or 3, they won't even bother paying off the person's ransom. To which case you could either let them go or just straight up shoot them. But let's say you basically were kidnapping somebody. There's 3 ways or 3 ways you can do this. And I think you should be able to also do this to other players online. And basically you would take them to like a car after incapacitating them, and you put them in like the trunk, you tie them up, that sort of thing. Drive off to a location that you have secure or even when you own. To which then you hold them for ransom, you basically make the call, yada yada yada. But that is number 5 on the list. I think I said number 1 to start with. That's not true, this is a countdown. Let's move on to the next one. And for Cyberpunk Online, I want to see different life paths, not just Corpo, Nomad, or Street Kid. I want to see like some other ones, like say you picked like a media life path, or hell, shit, what was that other life path I was remembering? Or let's say you pick a fixer. Or basically you could be like a media person, or hell, even a fixer. You set up jobs and watch out for what? Yeesh. But yeah, guys, is like I wanted to like imagine like if you were like playing online and you did not want to be like a mercenary, or hell, you did not want to like do like random jobs here and there. Well, think about it. What if you set up the jobs for people? Other online players would go to you and basically have you set up jobs. Or hell, you can even set up jobs with NPCs. Or if you're media, you basically go around taking pictures or recording with like a camera or that. Now that one I have not thought out a lot, but it does bring me into another thing. Okay, that's number 4 done. Let's move on to number 3. And number 3 is being able to create your own gang. Now you might be wondering, what do you mean create your own gang? Well, that's pretty much what the name is. Create your own gang, choose your virtues, hell, even decide what the gang's style is. Or even create your own style. hate the lag when I'm trying to answer messages. But basically, I imagine creating a gang is not like going to be easy. You're going to need money. You're going to need other stuff. I imagine if like a player created a gang, they would be able to hire NPCs and even like other players, like recruit them. Now it could be a gang of mercenaries, it could be like a gang that's carving up territory, and hell, I would like to actually see the ability you like. Here, let me give you guys an example. Well, the gangs of Night City have their own territory. Over here we have the Maelstrom. Over here we have the Valentinos, and then 6th Street. However, over here we have the Mox and Tiger Claws. Both gangs share territory play. But it makes me wonder, if you were able to create a gang, you should also be able to take over centers into smaller centers, like different parts. We have this part here, we have this part here, and then this part. Basically, let's say you have a gang, and like 2 gangs here. Or half the gang, and let's call them Gang 1 and Gang 2. So Gang 1 takes Gang 2 takes over this half. When that happens, a red line would actually split. Now, if there's smaller gangs that are smaller than the gang that's in control, would also appear here. Or same with here. Basically, if you make a giant gang and you're able to push out every small gang, or at least take over them, and only your gang symbol would be shown. That's the same for out in the Badlands. Like, let's say you make your own nomad family, and I do consider that a gang in this little thing. And I believe basically you would have different nomad families, like you could create, or hell, you can even join. But that is pretty much it for that little part, taking territory. Now, I also think you should be able to hold heists, or as I will say in this, not GTA style heists, if that's what you guys are wondering. And I'm talking about heists like on stores, or hell, transports, or even like cars. Like you could steal cars, sell them, or repurpose them, like take them apart and basically customize them. Which moves us to the next thing I want to talk about. Being able to customize cars and your player home, or even your gang hideout. Fuck, I lost count. Son of a bitch. It was bound to happen. And let's see, I mentioned the kidnapping, I mentioned the different life paths, I mentioned the gangs. Okay, that's 3. We're on number 4 now, that's good. Basically customizing cars and homes. I see you being able to customize like cars as in paint jobs, add stuff onto the cars, maybe even add like an AI into the car. Same with player homes, except I expect you can actually booby trap a player home. Hell, I even think that there should be an ability for another player to break into your player home to rob you, or even attack you. But that's pretty much it for that. And we move on to number 5, I believe it is, which is the last one. Number 5 is a more in-depth bounty hunter situation to the game. Now you might be wondering, Scully, why do you want to see in-depth bounty hunter thing? Well, think about it. If you own a gang and somebody from another gang or is like just messing around on the server pissing other players off, you should have the option to actually put a bounty on them, to which other players who decide to be professional bounty hunters would actually go after them. Now, this is where things get a little different for in-depth bounty hunting. And I want the ability for you to place like a bounty on somebody, but it doesn't have to be a bounty to kill them. It could be a bounty like dead or alive. Like you can bring the person to the person who put the bounty on them, and to which they'll basically do whatever they want to do to that person, and such as like just shoot him on the spot, or hell, torture him, or even give him to another gang, like hold him ransom. And this brings me to another thing. Let's say you pissed off the NCPD. I think I said that right. I'd say police. Yeah, I think I did. let's say you piss off Night City Police. I don't think I actually said the right police thing there by accident. And let's say you piss off the Night City Police. Basically, a bounty hunter could capture you alive or, hell, dead. And, well, they wouldn't capture you dead, they would just shoot you and they can get money. Now, let's say you aren't worth a lot dead, but you're not worth a lot alive. Like, you have the exact same price as you as dead or alive. Now, professional bounty hunters, not all of them kill their targets. Let's say that in this instance, like, you're wanted alive because you are part of a gang, and the police would try to basically get info on you. To which the bounty hunter could then knock you out or incapacitate you, and carry you to a car, tie you up, put you in it, and then drive off. However, I believe the persons who are being captured by bounty hunters, or hell, gang members, or even other people, should have the opportunity to break free, depending on their strength, their techie skill, or their netrunner skill. However, I also believe they should be able to call for help, basically by their gangs or, hell, factions they're a part of. But other than that, I would like to see basically these features added into Cyberpunk Online. Now, I know that's a long shot, and I know some people might say, Scully, those features don't sound that good. Well, I thought about them, and I figured, or some of them could actually be useful in-game, such as making your own gang. There was another thing I wanted to add, and this is a bonus one, you can consider it. This little bonus one is being able to customize your skin to make it any color. Or now, I'm saying you can make your skin chrome, you can make your skin like a reptilian-like skin. In Cyberpunk, the pen and paper game, I believe there was a package where you could actually change your skin and what you looked like. I think it was called the exotic package. Just don't quote me on that. I have to look it up. There's plenty of channels that talk about the history of that. I believe Matt Queen is one of the people. Well, I actually do watch her videos. I haven't been for a while. I've been mostly caught up with some of the games I'm playing in that, Let's Plays in that, including some other, my favorite YouTubers. But otherwise, that is it, goblins. And if you enjoyed the video / stream, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and what else? There's one other thing. Oh yeah, go check out my Let's Plays I'm doing. I am doing a Let's Play of Cyberpunk 2077, and I do plan on doing a second Let's Play, due to the fact not a lot of people watch my videos for that, and I couldn't do that vote I wanted to do where people picked the character I play as. So sadly, I'm going to be picking 4 of them. I'm going to be picking my Nomad Bounty Hunter, and then my Corporal Assassin. My Nomad Bounty Hunter is a guy, and my Corporal Assassin is a girl. But otherwise, goblins, and leave what you would want to see, or wish to see, in Cyberpunk Online in the comments down below. But without further ado, I'm Skilly the Goblin. This was the top 5 things I wish to see in Cyberpunk Online. And so peace out, and goodbye.